It puts the lotion in its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Well done, Nate.
Hello, my name. Oh, hello. Duh.
Once a virtue, now so rare. Integrity lost in the air. Faking images, twisting the light. No one believes in the shadows of night. Integrity, where have you gone? In a world of right and wrong, let's bring back the truth we knew. In every word and every view. In a world of filters and lies, truth's reflection slowly dies. Show the real, let it be. Integrity will set you free. In a world of filters and lies, truth's reflection slowly dies. Show the real, let it be. Integrity will set you free. Through the light, the darkest night, integrity, our guiding light. Don't let fate become the norm. Stand tall with heart and soul warm. Rolling hard with victory bold. Your stories are just bought and sold. But when the mask begins to fall, the truth is clear to one and all. In a maze of shadows and deceit, integrity stands tall, won't retreat. Guard your truth, don't lose sight. In the darkest hour, hold tight. Honesty was once the gold, a standard by which stories are told. Yet now we hide behind the screen, a forgotten virtue lost unseen. Let's revive the trust we need, with every word, every deed. Integrity's a rare find, a beacon in the turbulent mind. Integrity is hard to keep when the temptations run so deep. But trust is built on what is true, and trust once lost cannot renew. Rise above the noise and lies, integrity never dies. Through the chaos, stay true in every step, in all you do. So show your face and speak your mind. Let your heart be pure, be kind. For when the faith fades away, integrity will light your way.
Oop, mic was off. No, I believe it's an older song. I haven't really made any new songs for a while. So I feel kind of silly starting my show before I started the music. I think I've done that before. Hello, my name's Zerzu Cyclin, and welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing? Hello, Nightwolf. So it's an interesting title I have up there. Well, I didn't necessarily like the original title of this video. Now, I don't know. We'll get into whether the title is an accurate description or not, but I just didn't like it because it seemed to have way too much salt added to it. A specific salt, salt towards veterans. The original title was "Please Give Entitled Veteran a Lesson He Won't Forget." It just seems like to me they're a veteran a lesson he won't forget. there's just too much salt there towards veterans in general. Now, as most people know, I have never served, but I do have my entire family is military, and I have several friends that are military. As a matter of fact, I have a Vietnam flag on my or what is it, a Vietnam veteran flag on my wall. That's for my father-in-law who passed away a while back. And then I have both the red and the white POW. One's for the POWs, the survivors of POW, and the other is, of course, for not. Anyway, so I have both of those, and I hear a lot of times, I hear this argument online, I hear it in the real world. I hear the argument all the time. Somebody will mention something to somebody who's a vet, I guess. There's so many out there that aren't vets that claim to be vets, but I believe this guy is a vet who's in today's video. But they'll say something and the vet will be like, "You don't know anything about honor. I'm a vet." Well, okay, being a vet is an honorable act, but is veteran and honor linked in unison forever? As a correlation? And I don't think so. Now, if I think of what veteran is, it's somebody who has given up a portion of their life in a service to the country during wartime. And, that I can extend to, I guess that would be about the best I can go on that one. And then honorable. Honorable's a bit different. It's got a lot of different avenues to travel down, but for honor, I guess you have to have integrity and perseverance, self-control. You have to have a willingness to defend yourself or others. It's the type of person that will run into the fray instead of run away. And in today's video, I don't think that this man holds any honor. Now, I believe being a vet is honorable, but I also believe that throughout life you can do certain things that lose that honor, and I mean lose it entirely. So today's call was originally the deputy arrived on a DV investigation.
Knock it off.
What is going on here? I don't know.
We have a constitution. Sir, do you mind standing over here? We the people.
Did I get the right video? I think I got the wrong video. Give me a second. I wanted to get rid of the beginning where the guy jabbers on about what happened. And they always play, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like to start with all the excitement right in the beginning. Let the start how it started. Yeah.
Knock it off.
What is
And this is quite literally when the camera turned on. Now, apparently, he has assaulted a young lady or a lady in the car. And it seems to me he says later that they went to dinner, they went to see some show or something, and then he doesn't explain very well from there, but I guess he assaulted this lady in the car and then somebody else in the parking lot, and I'm not sure about the property, but he keeps talking about trespassing, so my guess is the property owner there is clearly told him to get the heck out.
going on here? I don't know.
We have a constitution. Sir, do you mind standing over here? We the people. I'm a veteran. This is my Well,
I'm
so
not
am I.
loitering.
Sir.
I'm not soliciting. I'm not trespassing.
Well, see, and that's one of the things I see a lot, and I don't understand it. I'm a veteran. This is my country. Yes, it's your country, but it's not like your country like the way that you're putting it right now, sir.
I went in there and
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention my buddy. I have a buddy vet who's like total grit, and you know, he's had some trouble with the cops, but usually he's most certainly in the right.
I'm not
You got pushed down and got hurt?
I went in there and
Okay.
I gave this
Do you want first aid? Take a look at you, clean it up, maybe?
I gave
Now, I guess so that guy went to go stop him, we're gonna find out, and he stuck him in the arm.
this sucker some money.
Okay.
It's none of his fucking business. Tell him to go back inside.
Don't go yelling on my property. It does my
you get lost.
business.
Sir,
Mind your own business.
sir, do me a favor. Stand over there. I'll come talk to you in a second, all right? Sir, I'll speak with you over here.
Now, one thing I have to mention is this officer seems pretty mellow. He's not really talking aggressively to anybody on the scene.
All right. I'm the owner here, so that you know.
Okay.
You're a taxpayer like the rest of
Knock it
us.
off.
We got a call for a report of the domestic violence incident.
Uh-huh. Just now I was told about this guy going off. I come out there yelling.
Okay.
That's all.
Are you going back inside?
Yeah, it's my place.
Yeah, we're going to try to figure out the one situation, then I'll come. Yep. It's like a spillover event.
He said he got pushed from behind. I think he's bleeding and stuff and falling.
Yeah, I was walking away from him. I just went over there and calmed him down. My daughter's in the car.
That guy?
But I guess that guy just went over to calm him down.
Yeah,
So he's trying to get at
he's
her.
trying to get in her car.
So
That's his brother trying to get him out of here. That's his girlfriend.
he hit her. I don't know that she'll say that, but I said it.
Okay. Do you mind if I just click this so I could stand here? Sorry. Thank you. How are you? I'm Trauma Hacker. Can you explain what's going on today?
You're still here, huh?
Sir, go over there. Go back over there.
I want to hear what she's telling me.
Oh, no, you don't have any right to hear what the victim is saying or the person who they're getting a report right now that you were having some altercation with the lady in the car. You don't have a right to hear what the other person involved has to say.
We're talking to her. You're not privileged to this conversation right now.
Why not?
Because I said so.
You know what the freedom of speech
Because
means?
you're involved
Okay,
in it. Oh, you're involved in an investigation. You have a freedom of speak, obviously. You've been walking around speaking very clearly. Jesus. Anyway, but you don't have a freedom to hear what she's saying privately to the officers. See, if you're allowed to just sit there and listen to her and hover over her, especially in a situation like this, that could be intimidating her into a false confession or a false refusal to or you get what I'm saying. It can intimidate the witness.
I can say anything the f- I want to say.
Do you want to get arrested?
I don't give a shit.
Okay, because you're about to. Go back over
You
there.
think you're going to intimidate me and threaten me?
Sir, I'm not trying to intimidate
I'm
you.
a
I'm just
veteran and I'm a senior
Wonderful.
citizen.
awesome. I
I've been
appreciate
living in my truck for 8 years because of her drunken
Back up and
son.
go over there right
You've been living in your truck for 8 years because of her drunken son. That doesn't make any sense at all, sir. I mean, even if your relationship did fall apart because of her drunken son, you move forward. You rebuild your life. After 8 years, you should have been able to get yourself in a situation where you're not living in your truck.
now.
So if you could explain to me what is going on.
He just goes off.
Well, what constitutes going off?
Screams,
Okay.
curses, punched me
We've got assault.
Where do you punch it?
right in the arm. I was trying to turn my car off.
Are you able to see if you have any bruising?
No,
any
there's no
redness?
bruise. I'm just out of it with him.
Who knows these people that should be minding their own business? Tell them to go home.
Well, you're getting involved in their business.
Tell them to go home.
No. And you said you don't want any involvement.
No, I don't.
You know, that's an unfortunate thing that often in these assault situations that the victim doesn't want to press charges, but in a lot of states, fortunately, the district attorney will automatically pick up the charges.
I'm okay.
It was a verbal.
Between them.
Apparently hit, these two, the mouth and her.
Yeah.
He starts acting up. Apparently hits her in the arm. She doesn't want anything to do with it. She doesn't even want to check to see if there's injury. So I'll just do a packet.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to pursue anything.
You know why I'm not arrested? Because I didn't do anything wrong. You did something wrong. You don't mind other people's business. Mind your own business.
You're getting involved in it.
I didn't get involved in his business.
You did.
No, I did not.
You did. And right now you're being disorderly.
I beg to differ
Okay.
with you.
Well, you can
It
do
is being a bit disorderly.
Do you have your ID?
I've been living in my truck for 8 years. She's got a drunken son that lives with her. I paid $361 per month for the past 2 years for that furniture and storage. You drive around in a brand new cop car and you get a 3-digit salary every year.
I wish.
You do jack for anybody.
The guy that he knocked down was because the guy threatened to kill him. And then he said, "You're not going to kill me. I'll kill you." And
She needs a social
then
worker.
they started knocking
The
each other
social worker has to
around.
go to their house and get that
So it's
drunken
like,
out of
you
here.
know, it was a verbal
Because
threat,
he's disrupted our lives.
and it set him off.
She's an enabler.
Yeah, it sounded like a verbal fight, and then he ended up punching her in the arm. Well, that's her description, that he punched her in the arm.
I do have to say something to you.
Yeah.
I have a restraining order on him.
Oh, bingo! Nice. A restraining order. So this asshole will learn a lesson. I don't like guys that hit women. I don't care if you're a vet. Don't hit a woman.
So it might make a problem.
Cop car, and you get
Oh,
a
it ain't
Yeah,
gonna be a
no,
problem.
ain't gonna be a problem.
because Ocean County is so good. That's why.
I think there's
You want to embarrass
think it's a nice
yourself? You want to embarrass your
That's what,
cop? Your Ocean County.
the other gentleman said.
We'll go to court, and we'll find out why I've been sleeping in my truck for the past 8 years.
Cause you're freaking. Probably cause you're trash, dude.
Why you haven't found me a place to live, an apartment, an affordable.
Do me a favor.
Oh, there's where the entitlement is. Now, okay. In a way, I could hear the argument that if somebody. Now, I was going to say there's different aspects of that. If somebody actually went to war and, let's say, exchanged gunfire, stuff like that, not just, served during wartime, but actually engaged in war, spent time overseas in a deployment, in an active battlefield. In a way, I feel that those people, that when they come home, they should have a house. They should. I know it sounds insane. Whoa, man. We just sent 1,300 troops for one mission. You expect us to buy 1,300 homes? Well, I mean, you spend that much on VA in a way anyway. You spend that much. Well, you could probably eliminate some of the politicians' salaries, and that would probably make some of the money for it. But I do also understand the argument that it would cost way too much to house every single vet. Period. Now, even the ones that are having problems, like this man probably does, he's been living in his truck for 8 years and has probably been waiting for help from the VA, and it's not really coming, slow moving. And I understand that. From what I hear, the VA, it moves like a snail. That's at least what my buddy tells me all the time. But we can't just we can't just provide. We don't have that type of money to even provide housing for every single vet. Imagine if we probably spent a little bit less money sending a Starship, Elon Musk's Starship, up to be a big giant firework because it doesn't work, then we could probably maybe spend some of that money towards bets.
Take your hands out of your pockets. Steven.
I'm keeping my hand. My hands ain't bothering you.
Well, right now you're under arrest, so I'm going to tell you to put your hands up on top.
Man, you don't want to hear my ideas on that. I believe that Congress should accept the minimum wage that they state is a minimum for survival.
For what?
Yeah. For
Because
what?
there's a restraining order. It's
And no
violation of restraining
gifts.
order.
So what? We went to a
gifts
show
go
down
to
at
our
the
government.
Okay.
Stafford Music Complex and listened to some doo-wop.
Oh yeah, they would listen to some doo-wop. How much did you drink?
You know what the Constitution is? This is a free country. The whole
Yeah, the Constitution doesn't protect you from a restraining order. A restraining order, yeah, it restricts your movement around that individual, but I don't believe there's anything within the Constitution that prevents you or that allows you to violate a restraining order at all.
I'm the brave and the
Yeah,
land
that's
of the
right.
free.
You just violated
I'm a
the law.
veteran and I'm a senior citizen.
violated
If I
the
want
law.
to put my hands in my pockets, it's no ifs, ands, or buts.
It's kind of hard to put you under arrest with your hands in your pocket, fool.
To you.
All right. Well, with you being aggressive like that, I don't know what you have in your pockets. All right. So that constitutes a threat towards myself. and
No,
this
I'm not
officer.
threatening you. You're threatening me, you fucker.
All right.
You're the
So,
one who's telling me you're taking me to court and
so I'm
you're
going to
taking
tell
me
you
to
right
jail.
now. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Or you're going to get charged with resisting arrest.
I'm not resisting you in any way.
You're not
But if
cooperating.
you want to embarrass yourself, you take me before a judge and you tell him why you don't have me find me a place to live.
That's not the way it works.
That's not, huh? When I did 2 years of my life in 1970,
Oh, I was trying to pause it where you could see. At this moment, he actually drops a little knife right next to him.
You're under arrest. Go ahead.
relax, I ain't
Now, unfortunately, this gravel, I know what's happening here.
Yeah, you are. Give us your hands.
See, this guy gets a few little wounds, and I don't think it has anything to do with strikes. It's more about him wrestling around in this gravel.
Give me your hand. Prone out on the ground.
Stop it. Put your hands behind your back then. Quite simple. Got him?
Yep.
Ready for 1 mil, 41.
And he already has a DV that he has a
They're too
restraining
tight.
order on.
Well, we'll fix them in a second, sir. Are you okay?
It's too tight.
Ah, this what you're grabbing for?
Yeah. I think the cop actually might have cut himself a little bit on that. Yeah, he was grabbing for his little, was he going to stick the cop? That would have been a bad idea.
The knife?
I ain't grabbing for nothing.
We have to get him looked at his face off.
Now that could turn that knife into evidence in the case. So as far as if you ever want that knife back, if you ended up using it, which you didn't, fortunately, but if you ever ended up using it, then if you wanted it back, you would have to file for a writ of replevency. Either way, you're not even guaranteed to get it back then. The judge has to order the return of the evidence or the property.
Yeah.
That's my father's knife. Give it to my brother. Got sentimental value.
Well, then you might not have wanted to use
Really?
it in that manner.
The camera.
Take daddy's knife.
Oh yeah, it didn't blur his. He's pretty banged up, but oh well.
That's on them.
Can I get his glass?
No, don't touch anything.
We're getting you some gloves real quick.
I gotta wash my hands first.
You don't have to wash your hands, you sucker.
Thank you.
Wash your nuts. I
Okay then.
told you I wasn't resisting you. Why you doing all this? You're no good, that's why.
You were resisting. You pulled back as soon as he tried to grab your
That's
arm
what
and
you
then
are.
That's just-
refused to put your arm behind your back.
Just get me standing up, will you please?
Yeah, when we're ready.
Get me standing up.
We'll stand you up, and then you can lean against your tailgate.
Pull your knees up.
1, 2, 3. Do you have any other weapons on you?
I don't have no f***ing weapons.
Well, that's
You, everybody move. Any f***ing man with a pair of
Hello,
balls
surrender
has a
monkey.
penknife.
What's the issue, sir? Sergeant Bazell here. What's going on?
What are you holding your tits for?
Because it feels good. What's going on?
It feels good.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. There's just two dumb cops over here.
Okay, well, you're under arrest, and you're making a scene out of it right now. So can you
And like I said, so far this guy has had the most mellow tone for a police officer I've ever heard.
try to calm down?
I'm trying to get him to loosen
I mean, as far as de-escalation, he's trying his best.
these handcuffs off my hands so I can wash my face with a towel.
If you get that blood near me again, you're going to have more blood.
Now you're going to threaten me too? You're giving me a proposition? Go f yourself. Get lost. Nobody needs you in here.
Okay, sorry.
Bad enough I got to put up with these two. You getting a good look at this? This is what your cops do.
And I didn't really see anybody strike him. That was mostly from him wrestling around, trying to stop them from putting the handcuffs on, as far as I could see.
Come on. Come on. You need help?
Oh my.
And this is what I mean. Has this guy done anything that seems honorable to you? He's a veteran.
Hands. My hands.
Do you
my
need
wrists
help?
hurt.
I'll help you if you need help.
My wrists. Take the handcuffs
They're
off.
not coming off.
And there are a lot of honorable veterans, but this guy,
Take them
nah.
off. I'm not resisting you.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm in a f***ing cop car.
Okay.
That's because you're in custody, sir.
I'm not in custody. I'm volunteering myself. Take me in. Find me a
Nothing.
place to live.
Nothing about this is voluntary, sir.
It's funny, the cops all.
All right, sir,
Nothing
thank
about
you.
This is involuntary, sir. I wonder if that officer has kids, because that was like, you know, how you would tell the kid, no, you're not being very helpful tonight, Jimmy.
I didn't break no law.
While I was on the phone with the principal, the dad called him.
This is not how we get our project done.
Get your hands off of
Walk
me.
forward.
Get off of me.
Watch your step. Stop pulling away.
Get your hands off of me.
Start walking.
Yeah, this guy's a real peach.
Stop.
You got enough weapons, you fucking pricks?
Right, because he had a knife that they
I
took.
don't have no weapons.
That's because
I don't need a fucking weapon. I was in the 82nd Airborne Division. I'm a fucking paratrooper, combat infantry medic. I was trained how to take care of myself. How to
Now, I have seen this so many times in situations where the person is absolutely wrong, absolutely in the wrong, and instead of just admitting that they're in the wrong, they go into this rant about their military service. And that, I think, is not honorable at all. It's actually you're making a mockery of military soldiers everywhere, sir. Hello, Dr. Nimrod. Hey, Nakoti. What did Nakoti call Dr. Nimrod or did Dr. Nimrod call Nakoti? That looks a little set up there, guys. Yeah, control issues. Oh, I got a stupid remind me later for an update on my thing that I thought I had closed. I need to close that. It would probably help my stream. I haven't had any issues, but it would most certainly. Holy, this book.
Fucking survive. You don't have to thank me. I got drafted. Back in the day, you got a letter. Greetings from the president of the United.
Drunk and asleep on the road. No, I've never been that drunk, and I've never been detained for being drunk, fortunately.
I was right now the 82nd Airborne Division is 3 battalions, 1 armored division.
It's the largest employer in the United States of America, if you
Your
think
life
about it.
expectancy is 48 hours unless you can secure the air.
Nobody does think about that they're the largest employer in the United States of America.
Area they drop you into so you can get resupplied, ammunition, weapons, and radio, and food, and water. Otherwise, you got to get back on your own to friendly lines, like John J. Rambo. Remember Rambo? Yeah. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. You get dropped into a zone, into a combat area. You can't get resupplied. You have to get back on your own. Good conduct.
I like that. This officer's just listening.
8 years I've been sleeping in my fucking truck. I explained it to these guys. I'm homeless. I have a girlfriend. We went to the Stafford Arts Center to see a doo-wop concert. I went to the Shady West restaurant to get something to eat. She's got a drunken son who lives in her house. He's 45 years old. He drinks and he smokes. He doesn't work. He doesn't
You gotta
wash.
take some
He
credit
doesn't
for all
shower.
of that yourself.
He's an enabler. He
Blame the
pays all
bus
the
driver.
bills, plays up his
Blame the
food.
cops for
I've been
finding him.
sleeping in my truck for 8 years.
Just kidding,
This
man.
sucker locked me up. There's no law against being homeless. Ocean County does not have a shelter for homeless people. I went to the VA on Hooper, some guy named Zimmerman. I went to Vet Works on fucking the Lacey Road. Nobody, they kicked me the fuck out.
I'm not sure.
I
He
called
said doo-wop
Vets
music
Haven up
or
in
something.
Glen Gardner, New Jersey. They don't
What were you
fucking call
talking
you
about?
back. She told me she's leaving me there at that restaurant. I said, no, you're not. You're taking me back to my truck. These suckers come over, push my face into the pebble ground over there. They told me I'm resisting arrest. Nobody resisted them. I didn't need these fucking handcuffs. Take me to court. Take me to Ocean County.
This guy's a real
take me in
piece,
front of
isn't
the
he?
judge, and I'm going to tell them why I'm there. There's no law against being homeless. You can't keep me here.
They didn't arrest you for being homeless, sir. They arrested you for assaulting the lady in the car who has a restraining order. You violated that restraining order. You stuck a guy in the arm. I mean, God. Sadly, he only spends it looks like by the timer like an hour in jail or something.
Or I'm going to sue you for a lot of fucking money. I'm not getting fingerprinted. I'm not giving you any information. The county has all that information. I've been in jail 3 fucking times. I've been charged with domestic fucking terrorism.
Oh my God, this guy's
They have
driving
my
me
DNA
nuts.
in the county
Are you
bank.
capable
National.
of
They did process some fucking domestic terrorist. I'm a patriot. I'm an American patriot. I'm a veteran. I'm not a fucking Mexican. I don't have a green card. I'm an American citizen. Get this fucking shit off of me and give me a towel to wash my face.
I'll give you a towel.
personally
You're gonna take care of
identifiable
me.
information? That's all you're supposed to be
I'm under
giving.
your custody right now. You take care of me the way you should.
Shoot, they didn't even have to interrogate. They didn't even have to interrogate this guy for him to fill him in on all kinds of information. Hopefully, he wasn't like doing anything secretive over there or in the Air Force.
Supposed to. Show me the fucking respect I deserve.
I said, I'll give you a towel. I'm not taking that off.
Not a paper towel. I want a towel.
I don't have a towel. This isn't Bed Bath & Beyond.
Your fucking cop did this. I want you to take a picture of it too before I clean it up.
This is a camera.
Take a picture of it.
I don't have another camera. This is a camera.
Because I'm suing your fucking ass for no less than $1 million for what you did. You better take good fucking care of it.
Well, I imagine you're not the first millionaire to tell him that.
Okay.
We tried having first aid clean you up and you refused medical attention.
And he did. They've offered him first aid at the scene. They offered him medical. He refused. They've offered him first aid at least twice in this interaction, I believe.
No, he didn't. He's asking me what year it was. Like a fucking jerk off that he is.
Okay, do you want first aid now to come here and clean you up?
No.
So you're refusing?
I'm going to clean myself up. I said,
Super shot.
that.
He's offered him first aid another time.
I'm a white guy. I'm a fucking American citizen and a patriot.
Yeah, that does kind of. I mean, the first time he said it, you know, it didn't really seem that bad. But now that he's repeated it, yes, it's very clear that he's saying, because he's a white patriot, veteran of the Air Force, that he shouldn't have to pay consequences for his actions. And that's ridiculous.
Towel in the washboard.
Would you like this towel?
I worked in a hospital for 25 years. I know what you're
Probably
supposed
not
to
too
do, what
many.
you're not supposed to
This
do.
isn't a hospital. I'm not
Dr.
a nurse, I'm not a
Nimrod.
doctor, I'm not a janitor. I'm a police officer. This
You're
is
a
what
piece of shit.
This is what I have available for me. Would you like this?
You got a fucking cookie-ass job. You get a good fucking salary. Get me a towel and a
I
washboard.
don't have it. Would you like me to get first aid to come here?
No.
And they might
Again, how many times does he offer him first aid, which they'll come with stuff to clean up his face?
have more.
Apparently he gives in, and as I said, like the timer, it doesn't look like it's very long afterwards. They're sending him on his way.
Here's your belongings. You can wait out front. Your brother will be here to pick you up.
So what do you guys think? Do you think that was a good example of how a veteran can be not honorable? If you ask me, I don't think any of that was honorable actions. As always, you guys are awesome. Remember, you don't have to be wise. Just don't submit to stupid. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Yes. Obey the penguin.
Integrity lost in the air, faking images, twisting the light. No one believes in the shadows of night.
Penguins rule.
Where have you gone? In a world of right and wrong, let's bring back the truth we knew. In every word and every view. In a world that filters and lies, truth's reflection slowly dies. Show the real, let it be. Integrity will set you free.
No, I didn't start early. I was actually a couple seconds late. Oh, when I first said it, I did set it a little bit early, and then I bumped the time back. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. I tricked you. That's cool. It's just a AI or random AI art. It is cool though.
The truth is clear to one and all. We amaze the shadows and defeat. Integrity stands tall.
You could put anything in the middle there.
Don't lose sight. In the darkest hour, hold tight.
Black and white object.
Honesty was once the gold, a standard by which stories are told. Yet now we hide behind the screen, a forgotten virtue lost unseen. Let's revive.
Hope you're getting to feel better there, Dr. Nimrod. We most certainly missed you.
Integrity's a rare find, a beacon in the turbulent mind. Integrity is hard to keep when the temptations run so deep. But trust is built on what is true, and trust once lost cannot renew. Rise above the noise and lies, integrity never dies. Through the chaos, stay true in every step, in all you do. So show your face and speak your mind. Let your heart be pure, be kind. For when the faith fades away, integrity will light your way.
Luftkanaal. Dit is mijn pinguïn. Acht! Dat! Dit is mijn pinguïn. Roet! Dit is mijn pinguïn voor roodsaftrag. Vooruit! Mars!